K-Pasta everybody, it's me, Lena here, and I'm back with a Casey Undercover review, and this is not like one of those action type of episodes. This is just like a basic chill, basic Disney episode, you know what I'm saying, no missions, no nothing, just trying to get through everything with daily life with Casey and Ernie and Marissa and Judy and Petey. So, let's get started. First of all, Casey looked amazing in that sweater or that outfit she had on at the school. Then Marissa's like, what are you doing tomorrow? And Casey's like, well, I'm going to be at school. Where are you going to be at? So she's like, you're going to play dress up? Then you're going to play dress up? So then Casey's like, well, maybe you should play dress up as somebody who's going to tell me what they really want. So she's like, well, I applied for an after school job, and she needs a former employer. So Casey got to pretend to be her old boss. And she wanted to be a Southern Belle. It would have been a Southern Belle or a Russian contortionist, but her spine should thank her. Should thank Marissa. So she want to work at a food bank. Like, I want to make the community a better place. So she was like, well, you be making the community a better place if you stop lying about your experience. So then, that was like, deep. So then after that, Ernie was making some stuff. And Casey's like, how many times I have to tell you, you can't make yourself a girlfriend? And then Drew's like, ha, what are you trying to be, a weird scientist? You already got that down, ha. And they was like high-fiving each other. So then he's like, I'm trying to make a name for myself in the organization. And so she was like, I thought you already had your name. Agent, nobody knows your name, huh? But then Drew was like, that they so mean. So then he was like, I know I'm not going to be the superhero type guy in the organization, but being a scientist will help me further on my career and be good, and I can be like valuable, because you do need that when you're working. Because without the scientist, you won't have the field agent. See? Casey need Ernie. Doing all that, she need him. So then, Ernie said, make jokes about me all you want, but I'm gonna do it. So then Drew's like, okay, you so ugly. When Agent Karen went to go drop you off at school, she got ticketed for littering. She got ticketed for littering. I was like, okay. And Casey's like, denied. So then he was like, when I be a millionaire, I'm gonna give me a 3D printer, and then I'm gonna have a date to prom. So then Casey drank some of that nasty stuff, and then he was like, why is this glass empty? Where's the truth serum? Uh-oh. So then Casey was like, girl, hey, she's like, hey, Caitlin, girl, you smell like pee. And Cappy, and she was like, why did I say that? I know it was true, but why did I say that? So then she went up to the bus-stop place, and she's like, you guys choke more than CPR dummies. And she's like, ooh. So then she's like, I didn't mean to say that. So she was like, Ernie, I feel weird, and something's wrong. And he's like, well, we're going to talk about your personality flaws later, but how do you feel? And she was like, I think you took a drug from some of my true serum. So then he's like, but what's the side effect? So she was like, well, I think I'm about to choke the life out of my brother right now. She shouldn't have drunk something that was on the table. She didn't even know what that was. That wasn't no Sunny D. That looked yellow. Why would you even drink that? That's disgusting. Anyway, so then Judy and Petey, they was making a project to see who their family tree was for school, and she was like, I don't want to know more about the kids in the class because they nasty and disgusting. So Judy was trying to tell Casey that Petey was in there, but Casey just came bursting and talking about true serum on this. So the Petey was like, what are you talking about? So then Casey revealed that they were spies and that Judy was a robot, and he's like, oh my god, that would make so much sense because you threw a girl's head across the attic. Oh my god. So he's like, that's why all the goings and comings been happening. So I don't know why they didn't just memory spray him to erase it, but then Judy tried to clean it up. So he's like, that's why you never eat. So she's like, because you make me lose my appetite. So then he went and left and started screaming. I don't know why they didn't just spray him with the spray stuff, because then he could have forgot like the last 30 seconds or 2 hours or something. That he would never had a problem with this before. I don't know why they didn't just spray him. Why don't they have to spray? Why didn't they spray him? So then Marissa wanted to talk to Casey, and Casey jumped in the trunk. Oh my god, that's something in that little dresser thing. So then Casey's like, I'm up here, because she got to tell the truth. So then Marissa's like, why are you in that box? She's like, well, I'm hiding from you. So Marissa's like, you should have went to the library if you want to hide from me. So then she was like, for the sake of this friendship, Marissa, just say okay. So then she can't just say okay, because she was like, I can't, be your former employer and be your old boss. So she's like, what? Why? So then she told her. So Marissa didn't have the flu that time. One time she was like, oh, because she was like, the truth just come spilling out of me. So then Marissa's like, oh, that was like that time I had the flu. So then Casey's like, oh, that wasn't the flu. I'll give you some undone brownies. And then you had food poisoning. It was probably like dead for a whole minute. So then Marissa was like, oh, well, I'm going to get past the part of where you killed me, and let's just get to the real part here. So she was like, well, she can't say that Marissa's the best candidate because she don't believe that. So she's like, you're not going to let me down, are you? But she didn't, because she came in as Mrs. Dubois. She slipped up and said that she knew her since she was 5, but she knew her since Marissa was 5. So then she's like, everybody calls me Casey though. So then the guy that worked at the food bank, he was like, okay, well, I'm going to call you Casey, because she wanted to call Casey so it don't mess up her. So then she was like, Marissa used to be her assistant, so she's like, she's sweetening a sugar cake on a baby's bottom. So then she was like, I'm leaving, here is your cream corn. But then she tried to leave, but no. And he's like, you known her since you was 5? What? So she was like, yeah, we used to take baths together. And then he was like, You take baths together? Like, what? Yeah, what? She was 5. Why was you taking baths with a kid? Like, huh? I was like, yeah. So then she messed up saying she was like, she's always on time for a party or a sale, but she's never on time for anything important. So then she said she wouldn't hire her. Oh my God. So she was like, oh, and you look like a sleepy turtle, and that's a compliment. But she came in and was like, no, it's not. She just messed up everything. So then Casey looks amazing again, and she righted all her wrongs, telling lies to the people that she told the truth to. And then she was like, oh, I thought you was going to be mad at me, Marissa. So she's like, oh, why? Because you took all the time in your day and got all dressed up just to go down to the food bank and ruin my dreams. So she's like, oh, you are mad. So she was like, if I want somebody to point out my flaws, I would call my mother down there to go do it. So she was like, she wouldn't hurt her. So the true serum wore off. So then after all of her experience being interrogated by evil people, or a food bank talk can like make you feel any less bad or something like that. Like, why can you do this? Why can't you just hold up yourself? So she was like, okay, well, do you not really even like me? Basically, she be telling lies to Marissa if that was she just told the truth, because she did tell her she thought she was capable of doing it. So it's like, Casey was trying to tell her it was the way he was asking the questions, but and it kind of was the way he was asking the questions, but it's like, come on, that's how you would think of your friend. So she was like, okay, but I'm not just this shallow party girl. I actually did want to make a change. I wanted to make a change in myself. So she really wanted that job. So then she's like, well, but now my world is feeling really too big, and maybe you shouldn't be in it. So then Casey's like, is that a maybe or is that a definitely? Because you just said maybe, but your bilingual said definitely. Girl, okay. So then Judy was doing her family tree in the class. So then she was like, P was like coughing, saying lies, because she kept saying all of her family was accountants. And she was like, of course, I don't want to be an accountant. So he's like, lies. They spy. She's a robot. Have you ever seen her eat mac and cheese? What kid doesn't love mac and cheese? So then everybody just started laughing, because she was like, yeah, I am a robot and stuff. Because, they little kids, so, they going to believe anything. So she was like, well, P's family tree is just a nothing but nuts. Casey's like, I need to talk to you, Marissa. And Marissa's like, you see, I'm on a date with Cecil, who's Zach Timpson play. And then she was like, you know she's using you for homework, right? And he was like, yeah, that's how I get on my dates with this thing. And he's like, I'm using what my mama gave me. So then Casey's like, well, use them feet and get to walking. Casey about the true serum, so she can get what she dished out to Marissa back to her, so Marissa can like say all the bad stuff that Casey said about her, but unintentionally. So she's like, okay. So then Marissa just chugged the whole thing out and just threw it back. She's like, okay, give it to me. It's gonna be even now. So she's like, you make me the happiest person on earth. And she feels joy when she thinks of Casey. When she feels depressed, she just thinks of Casey and she feels better. So then she was angrily complimenting her. So she's like, you inspire me. That's why I wanted to make a difference in my life and do this and be at the community center, the food bank, and work hard. That's what she wanted to do. She inspired her. That's what she wanted to do it. So then she was like, and I love that sweater matches the amazingly glowing, impossible to get beautiful skin. I was like, that's melanin, girl. But continue. So she was like, how can she get that? And Casey's like, I feel terrible. If I would look at myself, I'd be like, girl, I can't with you. You terrible. So then she's like, and your hair is so perfect and flowing and bouncing and behaving. I cannot with you. So Marissa just stormed out and left as a whole. So Petey's mom was like, why is he making up stories? Who is he, Hans Christian Andersen? And then she was like, well, I don't know, why don't he just stay in the house on his phone and be like other kids? So then, she was like, Judy was like, well, you don't have to stay here. You can go. So then she was staying at her house. She was like, I'm going to stay at your house because mine's getting tinted for bed bugs. So then she was like, oh, you want some juice? So then Judy gave her love juice. And then Ernie came in. So then she was like, oh my God, Ernie, well, I love this couch. That's your mom put in this living room in the kitchen when your mom put it in the kitchen. I just love everything. I just love being your neighbor and everything. So then Judy's like, ugh. Ernie was like, I really shouldn't leave my stuff lying around. So then Marissa told the food bank guy, I lied to you. I never had a real job. She apologized. And she's like, and I can't tell you how my friend got special face prosthetics and makeup, but she did it. So then she's hired to do community work, but she won't get paid. She's like, I'll do this even though I won't get paid. So he's like, oh, then you can volunteer then. What you doing? Like, yeah, but she just won't get paid, but she still want to do it. So then Marissa sneaked up on Casey, so she flipped her. So then Casey's like, how many times do I have to tell you not to sneak up on me? I'm a spy. So then Marissa was like knocked out. She's like, I don't remember the exact number, and I don't remember my exact name. So then she helped her up. So then she told her about what she did. So then Casey was making a I'm sorry memory board, and it was like when it was little kids. So then Marissa was like, I keep giving you makeovers. I don't know why, because that hideous face yours can't get any prettier. So then she was like, she told Casey everything. So then the job started a half hour ago. So she was like, okay, I gotta go. Because Casey thought she was finally being responsible. But it did take a little bit more work for Marissa. Just a little bit. So then P's mom was there at their house again. And Ernie was like, you love that apple, huh? And then Ernie, had Mr. Hancock come over, the other neighbor, and then made him drink the juice. So then he was like, oh, yeah, she is so annoying, but it looks so good. So they was talking to each other. So then she was like, I didn't notice your blue eyes. I can go swimming in those pools all day. So then he's like, well, dive in. The water is all fine. So then she was like, oh, you want some coffee in my house? And he's like, yeah, I like my coffee hot, blonde, and full body. So then Ernie was like, you left out to go. So then he pushed him out to leave. Then that was the end. Next week, Ernie was going to be in charge. It might put brother and sister pin together for this mission. They got them fighting. They going to be jealous. He's like, come on, put them up. They about to fight. They're about to fight each other physically because Casey don't like what Ernie's doing. But I'm just like, give Ernie a chance, Casey. You can't always be the top dog. Come on. They put him in first for a reason. Come on now. Is she jealous? She could be jealous. Don't underestimate the Ernie master, okay? Okay? And don't make them fight either. That's not good on this. Don't physically be fighting. You'll seem like, ah, bam. You took the last part. You took the last donut. Bam. Got you in the mouth right there. Like, don't do that. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching the review. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Check out my other videos. Check out my review for Best Friends Than Ever. Fight the Future Part 1. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.